Hey guys, how are you today? I'm doing pretty good for a Monday. Had a nice busy weekend. Did some things, ran around, had a good time overall. Can't expect more from a weekend. I could use a weekend where I sit around and do nothing, but you know that doesn't happen because I end up sitting around and crafting my little heart out. So there's that. I'm exhausted, you guys. I'm really, really tired, and I don't know why. Got a decent amount of sleep last night. Didn't wake up terribly early. Woke up right on time. Actually, like 2 minutes before my alarm went off, so that's usually a sign you're doing okay for sleep. But I don't know. I come home from work at 5, and I'm like, I'm so tired. But I know, if I take a nap, if I lay down to take a nap, it's not going to be some 20-minute power nap. No. I'm going to be out for like 2 hours and wake up at 7:38, and that's bad mojo. That's really bad, because then you wander around feeling like you're stupid for the rest of the night. Anyway, hey, how are you all? You hanging in there? One foot in front of the other? One step in front of the other, moving forward? I hope so. I hope so. Even if you're sitting down taking a bit of a breather, just remember, one foot in front of the other. All right, well, let's stop a minute and have a look at the progress report. Sorry, distracted by Princess walking around here on the floor and getting into trouble, you know, like she does. So, I forgot to bring home inspiration, so it's still at work, so you don't get to see it this week. But you do get to see what I got done on the Stony Creek O Holy Night Nativity. And, like I predicted, I was able to put in the second wise man's hands and face and all of his hat. And while I was putting in his hands and face, I did the hands here of our third wise man. And when I put in the gold of his hat, I did the gold in the thingy over here of third wise man, finished up third wise man's crown, and this is part of his beard and some of his hair, dark colors in there. So, I think it is coming along just dandy. So all that I have left is to put in the main stitching for our third wise man. And Mr. Third Wise Man takes up a lot of space. He covers a whole bunch of ground, let me tell you. But anyway, that is looking pretty good. I was told that I was reminded that the grandmother that I want to do that for is turning 90 in January. So I probably ought to pick up the pace a little bit on that one and kind of concentrate on it a little bit more. But I also know if I start to force myself to work on it more and more and more, I'll have less interest and end up working on it less and less and less and less, and it'll never get done. So who knows what we're going to do with that. So no real cross-stitchy stashquisitions for today, but I do have a few random acts of kindness and a bit of a win. So Just Jennie, Just Jennie is her channel name, she emailed me the other day. I'm trying to get that kind of flat so the glare's not too bad. That's about as good as it's going to get. Anyway, she emailed me the other day and said, "Hey, do you have this?" And I said, "I don't. I did not pick up a copy of this." And she says, "Well, I accidentally bought 2, so I'm sending one to you." Okay, that's awesome. Love the Lizzie Kate, and this is such a cute little little chart. Has the fabric and the little flower button in there. So I know Jennie is stitching it along with somebody whose name escapes me. Jennie, let me know who you're doing the stitch along with and when you're starting it, and I'll start the little bee sampler too, and I'll stitch her along and join in the fun, because it's more fun when everybody's speaking English, right? More fun when everybody's working along on it. And the second thing that I got in the mail was a win. Sandra Tasha, who has her own Flosstube channel, go check her out. Some time ago, she finished off this beautiful watercolor heart from Shepherd's Bush, and she said she would just send the remains of the kit pattern in the remains, and so I won that drawing. So exciting. So here it is. It has arrived well and safe in the mail. All the things. So kind of looking forward to start that. It was really funny because right before she ran the giveaway for this cute little kit, I was at Shepherd's Bush and I had been pondering the watercolor heart, and I put it away because I already had too much stuff in my hands. So that's that. So really excited. I think I have a piece of beautiful fabric. Actually, I know I do. I have some soft pink, like a blush pink. I think that would look wonderful on. Plus, she threw in a DMC. I think this is one of the satin flosses in a purple, and we all know how I love my purple. So those are the fun things that came in the mail as far as cross-stitch stuff goes. So, thank you, ladies. Thank you, everyone. I'm looking forward to being able to start in on those and put a few stitches in and enjoy the craft, I guess it is. Just enjoy what I am working on. So with O Yarn this week, I did a little bit of work on 100 Acre wood. This is a pattern by Helen Stewart, a Curious Handmade. And I didn't actually go forward on this, my shawl. I actually ended up pulling out about five rows of the next color of pink because I needed to fix some stuff that was down here in the middle. I had accidentally purled back along this line when I should have, no, I knit when I should have purled. So I had a garter ridge between about 5 of these little lacy eyelets, and so I finally decided, after leaving it in timeout for about a month, decided it was time that I could face it. So I pulled back the 4 rows so that I was below a lacy repeat, so it would be easy to just, you know, with a crochet hook, drop down, fix the garter ridge, and then pull it back up and put it on the needles. So I pulled that out and I went over to Mom's house, and she actually did all the fixing with a crochet hook, which I was really, really grateful for. I tell you, I have one of the bestest moms of all. I'm sure we all think we have the bestest moms, and it's probably true. Anyway, so this is ready to start moving forward any day now. So I have been feeling the urge to work on that shawl, which is one of the reasons why it necessitated that I really needed to go in and fix it up. Put that over here. The other thing, I just barely put any work into my Hitchhiker shawl. Just 1, 2, 3 repeat. That's it. You're looking at the back side. It doesn't matter since it's garter stitch and it's pretty much the same front or back. So this is a Hitchhiker shawl by Martina Behm in, what is this? It's a Miss Babs. You guys know I love Miss Babs. In Hot to Trot. And it is wildly, most definitely pink. Pinker than pink. Super duper, uber, fantastic pink. So there is that. Should I tell you guys what bags these are living in? This is currently living in a quilt knit craft bag. I think it's hilarious because all the animals are wearing knitted things. And then this one is actually a So Much to Love bag. It's one of the flat bottom bigger bags. I forget exactly what style. It is. Oh yeah! So, I finished. Well, this is the one that I finished before, but I haven't shown you. So here we go. We gotta try it on. So squishy. There we go. Get it kind of laying down the way we would like to. I finished my sockhead hat. Looking stylish. Looking like the hipster that I'm not. I don't live in the Pacific Northwest. But anyway, you know what? We could like stuff it with tissue paper and then it could be a cone head. That would be funny for those of you Showing my age, Coneheads and SNL. Anyway, so it's such a pretty color, such a pretty hat. We haven't, we wove in the ends, but I haven't dunked it yet to, you know, sort of maybe have it bloom and lay it out flat to dry and all that stuff. But I don't know, guys. I think it turned out super cute. So there that is. Let's flip our hair. Did you notice? I cut all my hair off. I was just leaving it on while I was doing the play because it's much easier to have slightly longer hair when I'm doing a play, so I can pull it back in a ponytail when I'm doing the things. And then I much prefer my hair a little bit shorter, especially in this hot summer. And I don't have it all on my neck, which is really, really nice. Keeps my neck cooler, I guess I will say. So there you have it for that. So we all know that I can't get through a week without some yarn acquisitions, and this past week was no exception. But I was better. It was small yarn acquisitions. I bought some other stuff. Anyway, so Miss Babs, of course. Here are the 3 that I bought. Let's see, it's all hot shot. It's all 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. So it is really good stuff for socks. But I liked it because she had like these 3 colors. And I was initially going to do sort of a fade from the nice dark bluey purples into these lavendery pinky purples, with this being, with the thing being so the middle one. But this, when you look at it and spin it around, really doesn't have any of the colors, or many of the colors that are on this. So I don't know what to do. So let's read you the name. So this is Glass House. It's dark blues with some, you know, purples down in this area and up in there. Really pretty. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Sort of reminds me of like when you get to the very edge of twilight after the sun has gone down and you're left with the beautiful dark night sky, and it fades into that lovely purple there on the horizon where the sun has just gone down. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful colors. I like that very, very much. This is Blackberry Winter, and these are purples in the more of the red side, so a red purple, a plummy purple. Beautiful reds, purples, some pinks, which are really quite nice. I love that. And then this Mischief Maker is, what is this? This is Berry Bowl. So it has some sort of darky gray, what is that word? Darky gray purples into very, very light ones. Really quite nice. So I had hoped they would all work together. Oh, what if I faded them like this, guys? Because, let's look. See how the nice grays pick up these? Those coexist together nicely with a little reference. And then these pick up the purples of this. You can kind of see they're down in there. Ooh. What do you think? Yeah? I think that'll work. Good thinking, guys. I'm so proud of you. That was an excellent, excellent idea on your part. So anyway, let's set those down right over there. There's the Helen Stewart did the Impressionistic Cowl. It was a mystery stitch along earlier in the summer, and I've been thinking of what I want for these, and I think that will look stunning. Okay, the other thing I bought is Chowgoo released a series of knitting needles specifically for socks, and they're calling these the Shorty Set. When I was working on the sock head hat, Mom had one set of Hiya Sharps that were 3 inches in length. And I really enjoyed working on the Hiya Sharps, the 3 inches in length. I liked that the distance from the tip to the full size of the barrel was shorter when compared to the 5-inch or the 4-inch tips. I really like that, especially when working in the round. And then ChiaoGoo just released this set the other day, so I was a crazy person and jumped on it. So there's the set of needles, and then it came with 3 different lengths of their cord. I think that's an 8-inch, 6-inch, and a 5-inch. I think are their interchangeable cords. Let's see if I can get all those back into the carrying case. Plus there's like this plastic baggy goodie bag, T-pins for tightening, these little red things you put on the ends so you don't lose your project if you need to use the needles, and some stitch markers, plus a little handy dandy size gauge thingy. That, and that. So I was a little crazy and bought that. I still haven't knit a pair of socks, so I don't even know if I'm going to like knitting socks, but it all fits together in this cute little red pouch thing. So there's that. The other thing that I got is it was my birthday, and so I really enjoyed working on the Hiya Sharps that I borrowed from Mom. She had 2 sets of US 3s in the 5-inch length, and then 1 set in the 3-inch length. And I really liked working with the 3-inch length when I was doing the stockinette stitch in the hat, round and round and round and round. And then it worked really well when I went back to thingies, two needles back and forth when I was doing the decreases and stuff. So for my birthday, which was last Friday, Mom got me a set of Hiya Sharps. This is a big set because it has a bunch of, let's see, these range in size from small-ish, I can't read, that is, I don't know, a US 2 maybe? Let's read this. What does this one say? A US 3, yeah. So this is a 2 and a 3, and it goes all the way up to this monster thing, which is a what? 15? I think I read that. Yep, a US 15 or a 10 millimeter. So a big old knitting needle thing. So there's quite an assortment of those things. Plus, let's see, there's the little twister doos and things. Oh, no wonder it's falling out because I had the thing open. There were some of these. There's these, you put the, you can chain your cords together if you're moving it from a shorter cord to a longer cord. That's easy. You got the darning needles in various sizes. These go on the bottom of the large ones, so you can transition from a large needle to a small interchangeable cord. There were some stoppers, like project savers, that I did not put in here because they were kind of big and they wouldn't fit. Zipper that up, and then back here I have some, here we go. So I have 4 of the interchangeable cords in several different lengths, plus a funny little sheepy thing. Anyway, so that's what Mom got me for my birthday, which was pretty darn awesome. I can barely stand it, you guys. I really, really, really want to cast something new on so I can use these toys. I want to cast something on so I can use these toys. But I have to finish one of my other shawls first. I don't know which one it'll be. And I know that it's really bad mojo to change needles mid-shawl. But I really want to change needles because the Knitter's Pride ones, the wood ones, they're okay. But I really enjoyed working with the Hiya, so that's, you know, one of the reasons why I want to change to the different needle because I really enjoyed it. It was so easy to do a knit two together with the metal higher sharps than it was with the wooden Knitter's Pride, whatever, Dreams I think it was the cheap little thing that I bought. So there you go. That is our Yarnquisitions for the week. News, notes, and nonsense. That pretty much sums up the rest of what this is going to be. News-wise, it was my birthday last Friday on the 13th. I went over to Mom and Dad's house on Friday. We went out for burgers. They said happy birthday to me. Oh, and then we went over to Costco because last year I wanted something for my birthday, but that never came to be. So for last year's birthday, I said, well, let's go to, I had said I want a chest freezer so I can put some more frozen foods in it because I don't cook. I pretty much live off of frozen foods, and the freezer for my side-by-side is just stuffed to overflowing. It doesn't hold nearly enough stuff. But I didn't need a huge chest freezer. So Dad had been researching this thing, and he noticed that there were chest freezers at Costco. Just a small one. It's like only 7 cubic feet. So after dinner, we went up to Costco, bought my little chest freezer, brought it home, scared the cat. Princess didn't like the new stuff. Took the freezer out of the box, plugged it in. It seems to be working just fine. So that was Friday. So that was birthday on Friday. On Saturday, we went up to my brother's house in Taylorsville. He has a nice smoker, and so he smoked a tri-tip, and we had dinner with corn on the cob and salad and delicious stuff, and got to talk to the family and see how everybody was doing, and had a nice dinner up there. And so they pretended like it was my birthday again. So that was, you know, day 2 of birthday family celebration. And then on Sunday, we had, well, I always go over to my parents' house on Sunday for dinner. And we got to backtrack. On Thursday, when I was over at Mom and Dad's house, and Mom was helping me fix the mistakes that I had in my 100-acre wood, they were asking, well, what do you want to do for your birthday? What do you want to eat? And I'm like, well, I'd really like some steak, but the Outback over here is always so crowded, and their portion sizes have decreased, and the quality has gone down a little bit, so it's not really worth it going over there, blah, blah. And so they said, well, we have some steak. So they thawed some steaks, and then we had steaks and fresh corn and baked potatoes. But the real thing that makes it special for my birthday is we made homemade ice cream. I think we make it once a year, and we only make it when I request it for my birthday. So that was day number 3 of eating with family for my birthday, and that was just perfect. And we had the homemade ice cream, and it was delicious and wonderful. And so that's all the birthday news there. I was going to tell you guys it was my birthday was coming up last week, but I forget about it. It just happens. Anyway, so yeah, so there's that. There is a yarn shop hop going on here in Utah. I think there's only 6 shops participating, 2 here in Provo, 3 up in the Salt Lake Valley, 2 in Provo, 2 in the Salt Lake Valley, 1 in Ogden, and 1 in Park City. So Mom and I hit the 2 in Provo Saturday morning and had a good time, got our stuff punched, our little, you know, passport tickety cards things punched. And then next week we're going to head up to Ogden up to Ogden, start there, and then work our way back down to Provo, hitting up all the yarn stores along the way. I didn't buy anything at any of the yarn stores. Didn't see anything that really spoke to me. So there's that. So that's that. Anything else? Oh, yeah, yes. So McKenna is over at Stitching and Sequins, is putting together a retreat in Arizona next April. And so she did an announcement video last week sometime, and then registration was on Saturday. Somehow in between all the running around, my best friend and I, we managed to work our schedules out so that when registration opened, I had borrowed my sister's computer and I was watching the video and I was ready to go. So I sent off my my request and registration, and hopefully I made the cut. She's only opening it to like 80 people, so fingers crossed I get an email that says I made the cut and I can pay my money and get to go to a retreat in April in Chandler, Arizona, which is the greater Phoenix Valley. I have family in Mesa, which is also the greater Phoenix Valley. So the hotel is only like 15 miles from my grandparents' house. So best friend and I will be staying at the hotel if we get in. So, you know, but I will get to stop and see my grandparents. Like I said, my grandma's turning 90 next year and grandpa's 92. So, yeah, get to do that. So, fingers crossed, everybody, that I made the cut, that I'm not well, and if I am on the waiting list, that, no, I can't wish for somebody to drop out because that's just mean. But I am selfish and I want somebody to drop out if I end up on the waiting list, which I don't even know about. So we'll see. Sometime soon I might get an email saying winner, winner, chicken dinner, or wait list. I'm excited. I hope I get to go. I want to make a list of all the things I want to take, but it's in 8 months. So that would be a little premature. But I still want to make a list of all the things I want to take. Right? So here's hoping. Here's hoping I get to go. That would be a lot of fun. And it's close enough to drive through. Drive to. Which means you can take all the stuff. If you're driving to it, you can take all the stuff. You don't have to worry about no airplanes. I'm too fat to fly anyway, so there's that. Okay, that was that. Hey, last question for you guys. Thanks for pointing me in the right direction for the little ribbony tabby things. But now I need to be able to find somebody who's a good graphic artist, designer, some such, to do up a cute little logo, something for me, you know, with a pansy and words and stuff that I can use on my ribbons. I am willing to pay. I'm not super rich, so I can't pay too much, but I'm not going to pay you in exposure. I'm going to pay you with cash monies. Or pizza, if you operate on pizza. I don't know, maybe somewhere in the world currency is a pizza. I don't know. So if you have any ideas, suggestions, recommendations on graphic designers, artists, stuff like that, let me know. I'd love to look them up, see what their commission rates are, you know, just try to figure out what I would like to do for a little fun taggy thing to put in my project bags, even though I don't sell them. So there you go with that. Is that everything? It's kind of a short one today, but that should be okay because that gives you a lot of time to go watch everybody else. I left the list of Flubies at work with inspiration, and there were like between 6 to 8 new Flosstubers whom I saw this week. So go looking for the newbies. Go give them a big high five Flosstube welcome, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. But I got to do the thing. Thank you for everybody, for each and every one of you who subscribes and likes, subscribes to the channel, likes the videos, and does the comments in the description, does the comments down there below. It really makes my day. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. I hope you guys get a week where you get to craft all you want, stitch all you want, knit all you want, sew all you want. I hope it brings you peace and joy. I hope that frog stays far, far away from you. Hugs and stitches, everybody. Bye.